dum 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 dum.
And it's the dumbest bill in America, and it is House Bill 841 in the state of Maryland, water bottle filling stations, from Delegate Ruth. So Delegate Ruth put in this bill, House Bill 841, which requires water bottle filling stations, not gas filling stations, water bottle filling stations in all new buildings that are built in the state of Maryland. So what does this mean? Well, you know how you go inside of an office building and there may be a water fountain? And of course, you know, a lot of people don't want to drink out of the water fountain. That's certainly understandable. I'm one of them, by the way. Well, this bill, the water bottle filling station bill, requires the new buildings, when they were built, to put in a kind of a sink outside in the hallway so that you can fill up your water bottle and refill it if you want to do so. But then it does more than that. It actually says that you can't have plastic cups there if you get thirsty. So you actually obviously want water. And if you want to get a cup to fill up, they don't want single-use plastics. In fact, they don't want single-use anything to be used anywhere in Maryland. And Delegate Ruth, of course, who is still wearing a mask in 2024, even though COVID has long since passed. I'm not even sure how she drinks water when you wear a mask all the time. But that's neither here nor there. Here's what the bill says. You will love this, ladies and gentlemen. It says, plastic bottle means a plastic container intended for single use. That, listen to the specificity of how the state of Maryland is trying to control every aspect of your life. Every aspect. A plastic bottle has a neck, and let's read this again so you know. It means a plastic container intended for single use that has a neck that is smaller than the container, accepts a screw type, snap cap, or other similar closure, and has a capacity of 1 liter or less. So they're telling you what kinds of cups you can and cannot have, and what kind of refillable containers you can and cannot have. And they're doing this because the so-called water refilling station has to be used only for the kinds of reusable kinds of plastics that Delegate Ruth wants you to use. So again, what does the bill do? It requires water bottle filling stations in all new buildings. So here you are, a building owner, and you've got to put in probably every single floor, not just one floor, because let's just say you have a 10-story building. You're not going to go down 8 flights in an elevator and waste your time. I'm sure they're going to want this on every single floor. And it's going to be, oh, look at that, a water bottle refilling station. Oh, there are no cups. Well, I guess I can't get any water. So now you have to bring in your own refillable container that is also reusable. And then you have to make sure that it works only with that actual bottle, because Maryland's going to make sure that it's built in such a way that it only fits certain kinds of refillable containers. So look, you may or may not out there in podcast land with respect to dumb bills think, oh, well, that's not such a bad idea because we shouldn't have single-use plastics. You know what? This is not the purpose of government. The purpose of government isn't to specify in buildings and in new construction moving forward what kind of actual faucet, what kind of length the faucet has, what kind of cup you can use, what kind of refillable bottle, and how much water it must or must not hold. That is ridiculous. This is what we elected people to do, is to actually go into our lives and try to micromanage how we drink water, where we drink water, what kind of cup we can drink of, and how big it can be, and the fact that it has to or not has to be refillable. Ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. And Delegate Ruth, as I said, Delegate Ruth is a nice person. I know her. She put in House Bill 841. And, you know, for her purposes, she's still wearing a mask in 2024 because to her, COVID is still an emergency. And I'm not really sure why she does, but it kind of tells you the mentality of individuals when this is what they do, which is, you know, I'm going to wear a mask every day because I'm really afraid of everything, but I'm going to tell you how you can put water fountains, they can't be just water fountains, they have to be refillable water stations in new buildings. I'm gonna tell you what kind of plastic cup that you have to have, what kind of plastic bottle you have to have. And in fact, I don't want you to have plastics at all. I want you to have refillable bottles. And I only want you to use those again and again and again because I know better what is good for you. You have to do that. I'm not going to educate you as to what you should do. I'm not going to tell you or try to convince you. No. I'm going to make you. And this is the command and control economy that is occurring in the state of Maryland and in blue states across the United States, which is to basically command and control every single aspect of life. And that is House Bill 841 from Delegate Ruth, water bottle filling stations. And that is the dumbest bill in America.